What's up, guys? Jake Miller here, chilling with So Fucking Cool.
Alright, Sophie King Cool here with Jake Miller. How you doing, boss?
Doing good. How about you?
Good, man. How's the tour going so far for you?
Tour's going amazing. I can't really stay healthy for some reason. I'm trying my hardest, but I've been getting colds. I've been getting the flu. I got red eyes every morning. I think I'm just kind of overdoing it, but I'm having so much fun on stage every night, and that's the most important part. And I'm putting on a great show for the fans every night.
It's got to be a little bit hard being on the road, especially when you know that you would like a little downtime, but you just got to keep on pushing.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to find showers. It's hard to find laundry. We go to the gym every day in the morning. We find an LA Fitness because not only can we work out, but we can also use their gyms. I mean their showers. Besides obviously the tour grind and the traveling, like tour is the absolute best thing in the world. I get to travel to every city in the country and do it with my best friends and play music, which is my number one love. So I can't complain at all.
Very cool. Now, speaking of health-wise, I understand you just had a little stay in the hospital. Is that right?
Yeah. I had a flu. It was getting worse and worse. We have like 8 shows in a row all the time, 7 or 8 shows in a row, and then an off day, which is pretty crazy. I think most artists do about 2 or 3 shows in a row and then an off day. So I don't really give myself a chance to, get better, and I don't give myself a chance to rest when I am resting and I have downtime. I'm either backstage doing interviews or writing or producing. I'm never really just like resting, so I haven't really been giving myself the opportunity to get better. But at the same time, the adrenaline hits me when I get on stage, and I just feel great every time I'm on stage.
You treat your fans to a little bit of behind-the-scene access with your radio blogs that you do.
Yeah.
That's got to be interesting, to say the least. I mean, for the time that you're supposed to have downtime, you got someone following you around.
Yeah. No, it's really cool to show the fans the behind the scenes, and just kind of they know me from my music. A lot of people don't know me from my personality, and they don't know any of my friends, and they don't know what it's really like to be on a tour bus or to be backstage. And I'm just a normal person, just like everybody else, and my life is not as glitz and glamoury as you might think it is on Instagram. Everybody's life is made to be much better on social media, and I just kind of want to tell everybody that I'm just a normal person. I'm just out here living my dream and working as hard as possible, and I want that to inspire people and motivate people that anybody can do what I'm doing. Anybody can, if you work hard enough and you want it bad enough, anybody can make music or be president, whatever. Like if you really want to do it, like you can learn anything on YouTube. I don't know if you can learn how to be president on YouTube, but you can pretty much learn anything on YouTube. I spent the entire 2017 learning how to produce my own beats, write my own songs. I do it all from my apartment now, and so I just like showing the fans my personal life and showing them that I'm just a normal person, and I'm just grinding like everybody else.
All right, so I understand Silver Lining Kid just came out. Let's talk about that, man. What was the process?
Yeah, Silver Lining I made entirely in my apartment. I'm not with a label anymore. I'm independent, so I can do absolutely whatever I want, which is the most freeing thing in the world. As an artist, I can rap, I could sing, I could yodel if I want. I could literally do whatever I want on my songs. And the coolest part is that I'm not booking out these $1 million fancy studios and having all these other people and all their inputs, because that's a lot of pressure sometimes. And so learning how to do it from my own apartment, there's absolutely no pressure. I roll over in bed, and if I feel inspired, I go over to my little studio set up in the corner of my room, and I make some music. And if not, then I stop and I watch TV or I go outside. It's like music is not homework. Making music isn't homework. It's not something that should be forced. It's something that you should always wait until you're inspired. And so walking into a big fancy studio session and paying hourly, it's a lot of pressure to come out with something great. But like the entire album, I wrote it, I produced it, I mixed it, mastered it with Gary, my friend, in my apartment. We uploaded it to iTunes, all from my apartment. And it's my proudest body of work that I put out.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Now, I noticed sometimes on this tour you do acoustic shows. Is that right?
Yeah, so we have 2 on this tour, but it's something that I've wanted to get more into. I want to have, we call them Evening with Jake Millers. And we just put out like 100 tickets, very intimate. They go real quick. and everybody gets a meet and greet. Everybody comes all dressed up, which is one of the things that I wanted to. I don't really know why, but I just wanted everyone to come in like suits and dresses and just kind of make it look a little bit more, classy, not just like any other average show. And the entire thing is acoustic, and so it just felt like a really cool vibe, kind of like an old school like piano bar lounge vibe. And I really want to do more of that. I might do some kind of acoustic tour in the future.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's nice to see a little intimate show sometimes with somebody that's a big star like yourself.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun just because when I'm doing these big shows, every second is rehearsed, and I know exactly what I'm doing and saying in between songs, and every show is amazing and they're so much fun, but there's not really much room for me to have fun and interact with the crowd in terms of that having fun. So when I'm doing acoustic shows, I can literally in between songs tell funny stories about how I made the songs, or talk to the fans just on an intimate level, just a way that I can't do in a big venue. So I think that's definitely the biggest perk of doing an acoustic show.
Now, speaking of interacting with fans, you do the meet and greets?
Yeah.
I see that you already have a line around the block in this big venue of people waiting to get in and get their chance to meet you. Have you ever had any weird interactions with fans and we get a little bit too excited?
Yeah, we've had a lot of crazy fan stories. 99% are good. If you're really excited and kind of overwhelming, to me that's not really like a bad thing. That's just that means that you're a big fan. So I think that I'm very lucky for that. I have had some crazy ass experiences where kids have given me razor blades, the razor blades that they used to cut themselves with, saying that my music helped them stop cutting. I every single day, 5 to 10 times, I see people with my lyrics tattooed in the meet and greets. I was almost tricked into adopting a girl once. I signed an adoption paper, not knowing it was an adoption paper. Lawyer signatures on it, doctor signatures, didn't even know. So I almost adopted somebody. So the list goes on and on. I mean, we've had to run from literally car chases where fans won't stop. We had to pull into police stations, and yeah, because you never know who's who.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
You just kind of got to be if I know who they are and I've met them a billion times, I know that I'm not in any harm or in any danger. But you never know who's chasing me in the car behind me and driving state to state, and following us. So it's you got to be careful these days. Someone's always watching you, so I'm not the type of person that's ever getting in trouble or ever saying bad shit or insulting anybody, so I don't got to worry about that. But just like everybody else, if you catch me at a bad moment, you might think I'm a dick, but I'm not a dick.
Yeah, different.
Yeah.
So I thought whoa.
Yeah.
Weeding them out, who you want to talk to or who you don't.
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't know what that is.
Now, if people want to follow up, they want to know more about you. Is there summer plans, anything like that?
I'm gonna go home after this, and I'm just gonna write more music, and then I'm gonna tour again and keep doing that over and over again.
Cool. And they want to follow up. They want to know the shows. They want to get the meet and greets. They want to buy the album. Where they're gonna go. What they're gonna do.
Just JakeMiller.com. Follow me at Jake Miller.
All right, boss. I appreciate it.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, I need.